Alright, y'all, what's going on, man? It's time to talk about more matchups in the college football playoff, man. Look, this is a big game, all right? Now, I just had in my last video, I talked about, obviously, Lane Kiffin calling out the college football playoff. This is another game that's going to have a lot of eyeballs because a lot of people don't think SMU should have got in. You know what I'm saying? Close loss. I like that they didn't get penalized. But it's a big game. This is a tough opponent. You're playing Penn State. They got talent all over that field, boy. Drew Aller, 2,800 yards, 21 touchdowns. Singleton, 838 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns. Aller has played well for the most part, in big games. He showed me some things in that Oregon game that I liked. They didn't win, but I liked the things that he was showing. Ohio State remains to be seen. You know what I'm saying? I did like how he looked in that one. And I also like the receiving core. Tyler Warren setting the receptions record for Big Ten for a tight end this past season. He's phenomenal. Whoever gets him is getting a stud at the tight end position eventually when he goes to the NFL draft. Already 1,062 yards and 6 touchdowns. Then on the other side, one of the better defenses when you look at what Penn State can do. Abdul Carter. That dude is a stud. And get this, that defense, they're top 10. They top 10 in scoring defense and total defense in the FBS. So it's no joke. It's going to be a tough opponent. But the reason I say it's a big game is because, like I said, there's eyeballs on it. And as I said earlier, a lot of people don't think they should be in. So what can you do if you were SMU? It's one of the most hostile environments you've been in. But one thing you showed in that game against Clemson is your resolve, right? You showed your ability to get back into that game when Clemson had it going. They had you on the ropes, but you got back into it and made it a game, tied it up. I'm saying Kevin Jennings came up big time for you. He's been great this season, 3,000 yards, 22 touchdowns. So you're going to need another effort like that. You're going to need Brashard Smith here to go off. 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns this year. You need him to go off. And Jennings, since he's stepped in, has been electric as a starter. I believe he's 9-1. And he's played so well, they never gave the job back to Preston Stone. Preston Stone hit the portal. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be easy to go into Nappy Valley and beat them and beat the Nittany Lions with that crowd, 12 o'clock kick, white out. And you're facing one of the best defensive lines probably in the country. Guys all over the field. They swarm. It's going to be hard. I want to go upset, but it's tough, man. I feel like Penn State is going to win this game. I really do. It's hard. I want to see SMU just for the sake of the ACC. And that shows that they can compete and contend with anybody. Don't matter who it is, even though this is the best teams this year. SMU, obviously, Clemson, and then Miami. But I want them to make it competitive. That's my hope for SMU. Make this game competitive. Find a way to come out on top. You know what I'm saying? Not win, but just find a way to make this game competitive, back and forth. And really challenge Penn State and show everybody why you deserve to be in. That's kind of my hope, man. But I think Penn State will take it. Now, a matchup to watch in this one, and a great outline here from ESPN. Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton going up against SMU's really stout defense, right? Drew Aller has been great this year, but SMU's only given up 93.4 yards rushing per game, right? That's the lowest in their history ever of the program, only allowing this 2.74 yards a carry, right? Singleton is 9th in the Big Ten with his rushing yards this season. That's going to be an interesting chess match to see if they could slow that dynamic duo down for them. And then getting the ball back to Kevin Jennings. Can he convert on those opportunities? Can he make those downfield throws? You know what I'm saying? Can he continue to show his dual threat ability? That's another thing to also watch out for offensively for them. And they got to be better in special teams. You storm all the way back against Clemson, have a chance to win a ACC championship, but then you give up a long kickoff return the very next play that after you score. You just cannot have that. And one more play I wanted to highlight for SMU on defense in this one is going to be this guy right here. Meet Kobe Wilson from Snellville, Georgia, here in Georgia. 50 solo tackles this year. He's over 110 tackles total, 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, and a forced fumble. He's going to be critical in this one in slowing down that dynamic duo that we talked about. How effective can he be? Can he fly through the gaps? Can he knock these guys back before they get started? Another key telltale sign as well in this one, his effect in the game. If he's getting a lot of tackles early, that's a good telltale sign for SMU. If he's forcing different type of negative plays, potentially turnovers, huge for the Mustangs. But all right, y'all, there we have it, man. I'm going with Penn State with the dub at home. I think it's going to be closer than what people think. I'm going to go 27-21 win for the Penn State Nittany Lions. And they go on the road and they have to play Boise State, in the next round in the quarterfinals. But SMU shows the entire world they are real. They had a good season. It was no fluke. And that ACC deserves more respect. I'm going with Penn State, though.